Hello everybody, SkullyBud here, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video. And today in this video, we are back on the hardcore world. Last time, we got a pretty darn good start, and because of that good start, I already have full enchanted diamond armor. I am so excited about that. And I also made my first hardcore starter base, and I love it. It's lots of fun, but sadly that is not the aesthetic I think that I want to go for my mega base. And I'll explain why in a bit. I found a place where we can put said mega base, and it's just right over that hill over there. We just have to get up to that portal right there, not too far away. Also, in between episodes, I found a bastion over in that direction. Sadly, I didn't get an upgrade template, but this happened. No. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, that was so close. If that wasn't for my feather falling forward, that would have been the end of the series right there. Yeah, that was a close one. I've got to be a little bit more careful when fighting piglins. So this is the area that I want to make my mega base in, and we already have a little bit of a start over here because I want to make a good chunk of the ground out of podzol. Reason being is I want this place to look very dead and spooky, and I think this cave mouth really adds to that. It looks like some old decaying mouth with jagged teeth on it, and it's just got those spooky vibes, and I really like it. The reason why we're going spooky though is because I want to make something that looks like where I would come from. I mean, I am a skeleton after all. I mean, my logo is just the top half of a skull with no jaw. So I want to use some darker blocks and make the place look a little dead and desolate, make some spooky looking builds, and I've got a lot of basalt and blackstone and tuff and other things like that to really help sell that feeling, as well as spruce, because we are going to get a ton of spruce once we grow all these trees in and make everything covered in podzol. And the other feature that I'm really excited about is what I'm going to be using all of this quartz for, because I have a ton of quartz in my other chests, and how I got it was simply because I needed XP, so I mined a whole crap ton of quartz to get my armor enchanted and whatnot. So what I'm going to be doing with it is I'm going to be building big rib cages and bones sticking up out of the ground. So something kind of like this going on. Yeah? Something like that, just big rib cages coming up out of the ground in different places. So I think we're going to be able to put that quartz to good use, and I will make them smooth, of course, and I might even add some actual bone blocks in. But we're going to focus on that in the next episode once I get a palette put together and we can start making our first buildings and having a layout of the land. But today, we need to handle the growing chest monster, because I've got a lot of chests and just random crap building up, and that needs to go away now. I like being organized before I start my big mega builds, so I thought, let's make something in this episode where we can keep all of our storage. And why not handle the chest monster by making another chest monster? Do you see where I'm going with this? I am a huge D&D fan, and I want to build a big, giant mimic where we can put all of our storage on the inside of its mouth. If you don't know what a mimic is, it's basically just a chest, but it's really a monster disguised as a chest, and if you get too close, its mouth opens up, and it will grab you with its tongue and pull you in and eat you with its big teeth. So that is what we're gonna do next. You guys ready? Here we go. Just like that, we have a mimic storage room. Look at it. It is beautiful. It is very beautiful. We have dripstone hanging down from the mouth for the teeth, and some glowing item frames for the eyes, and some crimson planks and terracotta for the mouth, and I think just everything turned out really nicely. As far as what's going on the inside, there isn't much going on at all. It's just the chests. It's really what's going on. But for now, I've got just enough storage for everything I could possibly need at this moment. What we're going to be doing next is I want to experiment with some palettes for our mega build. So I am going to be switching over to Creative Skully, and he is going to be playing with palettes, and I will be back in just a little bit. Take it away, Creative Skully. Why, thank you, Survival Me. We are here on the creative world to look at some palettes and block possibilities and different building ideas for the mega base. So, all of these blocks I've had in consideration for what the build is actually going to look like, and I think what I've landed on, I'm really excited about actually. I want the entire place, like I said, to look kind of dead and spooky. However, I kind of like the idea of having these nether plants all over the ground to show just a little bit of almost like supernatural life to a degree. And then I also have the building designs, which I will have 2 different colors, maybe more, we will see, where there is a darker pinkish purplish base at the bottom with the netherrack, or the nether bricks I should say, in there, and I really like how that looks. And starting with the black stone and transitioning up in the deep slate and normal stone at the top, with deep slate roofing on the top there, and then more color in the actual walls on the actual structure of the building, with a opposite contrast color to make the windows and make them really pop. I think that's going to help the spooky look, and I think it'll look quite nice. As far as the actual atmosphere of the biome that it's going to be in, I want to make it into its own taiga, and like I said, I'm going to keep on growing these spruce trees, and I think spruce trees are going to be the main tree that we will have around. I might even build some custom spruce trees as well. And here's a bit of a look of what I'm thinking about the bones that are going to be sticking up out of the ground. And you can also see some jack-o'-lanterns here and there, and this is what the path might look like, and there's going to be definitely soul lights everywhere. I think those are going to look really good. And there's the rib cages. I think this is the style I should really be going for as far as the rib cages are concerned. They look a lot more curved. I like that look a lot. And then the big, you know, what femur? Is that what it's called? I don't know what this bone is called. You know, the typical bone look sticking up out of the ground here and there. But I think this is gonna work. And just to show you guys, this is what it looks like at night. I love this. It looks so spooky. It is creepy. I think, yes. I think this will work quite fine. Back to you, Survival Skully. Well, hello, didn't see you there. I'm just chopping down the trees and getting more podzol all over the area. It's starting to grow pretty darn quick, actually, and I actually have a ton of spruce right now. I might honestly use up some of the materials that I have, including the spruce, and start building some buildings in here before I start chopping more trees down. Because we have a good area to work with, and I feel like we can fit a couple of buildings into this area right here. But I am going to chop down just a couple more trees, and while I'm doing so, we're going to be doing another segment of Ask Skully, where you guys get to ask Skully in the comments, and ask me a question pertaining to Minecraft or the Minecraft community or whatever might be going on that you're curious about. And today we are going to be looking at Blankin Snappy's 9718. I think I said that correctly. What block/item do you think is the most underutilized in Minecraft, and would you like to see more uses and recipes for? That is an amazing question. Thank you so much, Blankin Snappies. The easy answer to this question for me is red sand. Red sand and red sandstone. Reason being is there is no structure for the red sandstone yet. And I thought they were going to do something with that a long time ago, because it's got its own chiseled block and everything in it, and it kind of looked like they might have been thinking about making a mesa desert temple, and I think that would have been really cool. Like maybe making some kind of temple that looks like that one at the end of the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I really wish that they'd add a structure that utilized red sandstone, because it just hasn't been done yet. And while they're at it, if they could add some more sand and red sand blocks that we can make with the stone cutter, that would also be really cool to have some variety there. Thank you so much for that question. Sadly, I think that's going to be the end of today's episode, and it's probably going to be a couple weeks before I do another hardcore episode. Reason being is I'm going to be spending a lot of time collecting more materials and whatnot, and building the first buildings for our mega build. Because unfortunately, I am not a full-time YouTuber yet, so I can't afford to be sitting around all day and making a mega build in like 1 or 2 weeks, so... We're going to be working at the step-by-step for now, and that's a-okay, because I'm still going to be uploading content every Monday and Friday, but I will always try to upload a hardcore episode as soon as I possibly can. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Take care, all. I'll see you next time. Goodbye!